justice for almost 2 decades. These ombudsmen concluded that both families were failed by the original 1991 police investigation, which was deeply flawed by the standards of the time and lacked objectivity and focus. So that is how the story ends, and yeah, still probably one of the craziest stories I think I've ever heard. I have just never heard of somebody being murdered this type of way, and it's honestly so horrific to think of someone coming into your house, doing all of that, feeding a hose from the car to your room, and forcing you to inhale carbon monoxide. I mean, that is really horrific if you think about something like that happening. I just, crazy.
And we talk about, brutal cases where it's just somebody being bludgeoned or, these terrible, horrific crimes. This is, it's murder, of course, but this somehow is like in this weird deviousness of like the way it all happened. I just don't understand all of this over an affair that Leslie already knew about. Like, none of this made sense. It's like Hazel after realized, like, and they don't even stay together. And of course they don't stay together because you just murdered 2 people who didn't deserve to die.
Right.
It's just all
built a life on that foundation.
Can you imagine that being the foundation? People say to build a foundation on like friendship, but I think building it on killing people and having them secret is way worse.
Yeah, definitely no surprise that they did not make it in the long haul. All right, Melissa, that was the story about Colin Howell. Definitely a crazy one. I am very excited that we got to learn about that one. I always enjoy doing the odd case from somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we are going to turn the page and move on to our last thing before we go. Last week, or a couple weeks ago rather, Melissa posted on Instagram and Facebook, and we're looking for some suggestions to kind of freshen up our last thing before we go segment. And we got lots of responses, and we've even had a few more rolling in this week. So I think we're just going to take a couple more of those questions and answer them this week. All right, so Melissa, do you want to get us started?
Sure. Okay, I really enjoy this one because I would like to forget it. Shanice Lundy on Instagram said, let's hear about those New Year's goals.
Oh no.
Randy, how is roller dancing going?
I have not put on my roller skates since February. So it's not going very well. I was thinking about that the other day though, and I was like, I can still make this happen. I still have like 3 months right before Christmas. I'm supposed to do a roller skating dance.
down the ripples. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I almost hit that cover. Woo. Going around a curve here. Good God. Come on.
things you should know about Jared is what we started to touch on earlier. The fact that he was just an incredible father. But it wasn't just his kids that he poured his love into. It was really everyone. According to his obituary, Jared was that guy in the neighborhood that would loan you his tools and then show up to help you with the project. And projects are something he loved working on himself. Jared and Kirsten tackled many home improvement projects together, including making handcrafted beams for the bedroom ceiling, building a custom fireplace and office desk, shiplaping walls, and more. Kirsten told News4Jax, quote, Jared truly cared about those in his life. He truly cared about trying to be a good human, and he tried every single day to be his best, end quote. But despite Jared's enthusiastic efforts to make his life and the lives around him as carefree as possible, Jared really struggled with his relationship with his ex-wife, Shanna.
Jared met Shanna Gardner in or around 2009 while she was visiting a friend in Jacksonville. She was originally from Utah, where she grew up in a prominent and affluent family. She is actually the heiress to the paper craft fortune Stampin' Up, which is a company that her parents created that makes over $100 million a year. When they first met, Jared wasn't really that into Shanna, but she flaunted her charmed life and kind of wined and dined him until he relented. Jared eventually warmed up to Shanna and they began dating. He moved to Utah, and in April of 2010, the couple got married in the Salt Lake Temple, and it was described as a fairy tale wedding. Shortly after getting married, Jared began going to school at Utah Valley University. During this time, Shanna's parents heavily supported the couple financially, but not really in the mooching off her parents type of way. Shanna's parents actually helped all of their kids out with a little bit of money while they were working to get an education and kind of establish themselves. And Jared was thankful and really honest with the financial help that his in-laws were giving him. And just a note here, I don't think I could be anywhere near where I am if it wasn't for the help of my parents. Like while I was going through that stage of my life, like coming up from trying to go through college, and my husband was in school, and they gave us a lot of help, and I'm very thankful for that now, because I feel like that definitely played a role into us being where we are today. In 2012, Shanna and Jared welcomed their twins, Abby and Liam. As if things aren't stressful enough with one newborn, they had two, and one of them was born with a congenital heart condition. Shanna and Jared were told by doctors that they would need to live at sea level in order for Liam's heart to function properly. So they moved to Connecticut, which is where Jared's brother and his wife were living at the time. It was also a great location choice because it was closer to Liam's heart specialist in New York. It was in Connecticut that things really started to change. Jared's friends said that Shanna's cracks started to show after they moved there. She stopped going to church, and she started spending all of her time working out. She began to get frustrated with Jared because he put on a little bit of weight, and he was busier now because he was trying to start a business. Jared could feel the tension and sense that the couple needed a new start, so he convinced Shanna to move to his hometown of Jacksonville, Florida. They bought a nice home in a ritzy neighborhood there, and in 2014, Jared graduated with his bachelor's degree.
But the move to Florida didn't end up being the fresh start for the family that Jared had hoped for. In fact, the marriage crumbled really quickly after they arrived in Jacksonville. Shanna filed for divorce in February 2015, stating that she and Jared did not love each other anymore. However,
buff in the dark. It's a 16 buff in the dark. It's a 16.